Born and raised in the humblest of beginnings in Woodland, a place where I grew up too, I think of the simple life when I look back on my days there. Mamu even had his very own cows in the backyard of his house. I played hopscotch, cricket, and so much more. I even got stung by a Jap. I'm so grateful for Mummy creating the tradition for us to go down there every Sunday, but that paved the way for our latter years. The thing about Mom is that she bonded with everyone in different ways. So only you and her would know something was there. Our relationship to Mom was truly something special. I think it was because she always held an innocence. I want to tell you, they don't call her baby for nothing. And so she was. Such a sweet, sweet, sweet human. Such a purity. Even I saw, despite never seeing her as a child or a teenager. I can only imagine, and I've heard stories from her cousins and her aunties and uncles. I can't see her as a cousin, I can't see her as a sister, for my experience to her was from the lens of a daughter. And as a daughter, I was privy to a side of her that only I can understand. She was so multifaceted. She wore so many caps, yet she was always the same. How could someone show up so differently in the world and still remain the same? It baffles me. She stayed soft, she stayed genuine, and she was always herself. Each of us got to see Mummy through our own unique lenses, whether it was as a friend, a sibling, a cousin, a colleague, a hairdresser, a neighbor, a school principal, a temple goer, or even as a wife. One thing was common in all of our experiences, is that she was a brilliant light. My mother came here to teach the world unconditional love. She came here to show the world that grudges are not meant to exist. She didn't even know how to hold a grudge. Sometimes to her own detriment, because she would get hurt a lot. But no matter what, she always chose peace. I wish I had to read you guys all of the messages that I received from persons whose lives she's touched. Some I don't even know that well, but they reached out and shared their memories of interactions with her. I can't read all, but I will read two. One from a friend that I didn't even know was a friend of hers, and one from a friend of mine. Dear Runa, I just heard from someone of the passing of your mom, and I was overwhelmed with sadness. And then I remembered from the first time I met your mom, she exuded a kindness, goodness, happiness that reached beyond her and embraced everyone in her presence. I am so grateful I was blessed to have met her and to have been able to consider her my friend. That's one. And this one is from one of my best friends when we were growing up. My sweet auntie baby, she opened her salon for me the evening of my high school grad and did my hair and makeup. When I asked how much to pay, she said, "How much you have?" I didn't have much. She was the second mom to all her daughter's friends, the big smile, warm hug, hearty laugh, sneaky chats with what Mila's up to these days, and sending me home with something to eat or wear were all her trademark. Kind, selfless, and generous are all traits I hope to live on through the people who got to feel her light. My dear Aruna, thanks, well that's to me, right? Thanks for sharing her with us. She was so proud of you, bursting with love and admiration at any mention of her daughter. She took every chance to boast about your accomplishments and talents. Just as she was light, so were you. It's the one thing I know you got from your mom. I am so incredibly proud to call this woman my mother. For those who didn't know, she really had a tough time the last couple of years, last couple of months. She had a lot of pain, which she of all the people in this world, didn't deserve. But believe me when I say she was a fighter. But I'm grateful that she's relieved now. We could not have gotten through the past couple of years without Babs and Linda Mami, Auntie Kalauti, Auntie Yasmin, Auntie Sushila, Savi Mami, Auntie Daisy, Auntie Savitri, and Andy, who works with us and manages the school. And of course, our angel in disguise, Ravi. But the real hero of this story is my father. Even God knows to send a ring for that. And that's how the energy works. I know this eulogy is about my mother, but my God, it's so hard to talk about her in her recent years without acknowledging his role in her story. His strength and his love for her knows no bounds. Thank you, Daddy, for showing me the meaning of what it is to be a husband, for being the definition of unconditional love and living in service, for literally doing every single thing for her. Your patience, your understanding, and for treating her like the princess that she was. I don't have to worry about if my father going to heaven or not. He has a VIP first class ticket. Trust me when I say, Daddy, I am honored and humbled. I'm so proud to call you my father. But even more so, you know she have to win you. I am even more honored, more humble, and more proud to call my mother my mother. Mom once told me when Bhanmatie Maharaj passed away, when she died, Mommy said, they say a woman who passes before her husband is considered very, very lucky. I don't know why, but she is lucky. Sit around. Thank you.